早晨啊！係啦，咁今日繼續玩呢隻啦，呢隻咩 game 啊？咩 game 咯，就係咩 game 咯？係啦，好就係 Elder Scrolls Online 咯，名都唔記得。係咪呢個
Hey, you can do this, Ashala. You can. Oh, my stomach.
My stomach.
Well, I think that's quite enough. Next.
去揾邊個啊？去揾邊個啊？哦，因為直接就俾我去挑戰。
Well done. Come, talk. No more auditions for today.
咁都得，
Oh, curses!
Of all the rotten luck.
打尖都得喎。
My, you certainly do have a talent for juggling. One might almost say your hands work like magic. Tell me, why do you wish to join the House of Reveries?
我想同下午島裏面最好嘅表演家一齊表演啊！
A wonderful answer, but it's not very creative, is it? I'd work on that. You'll want something more dramatic if you wish to impress the Grand Maestro. Still, I'd be happy to sponsor you for house membership, if you complete my challenge, of course.
咁會有啲咩挑戰呢？
When we join the troupe, we abandon our old selves and take an identity reflected in our masks. What unique item suits you, I wonder? A griffin feather?
What the
Yes,
fuck?
that would be lovely. Go collect a feather and meet me in front of the Manor of Masks.
黐線係要揾施咒嘅羽毛。What can you tell me about yourself？ 你可以介紹下自己嗎？
Oh, not much, I'm afraid. I have many names, but my true name is spoken only in the dead of night, and only in the softest whispers. I am the daughter of a dragon, and a rather robust Telvanni. I spit fire and turn into a wyvern on the full moon.
其實之間啲劇團嘅人都會咁樣作古仔㗎。
Only me, of course. I'm teasing you. I was actually born whole from the earth when a lonely sapiart cast a spell to create a wife. He was attractive, I'll give him that, but boring, so I left him with a mud pie and ran off to join the theatre.
你唔可以話俾我知關於你嘅事咩？
Oh, you're no fun. I'm actually a simple farmer's daughter who learned to mimic voices when I was but a babe. A life of plows and livestock was not for me, sadly, so here I am. Do you understand? We can be anyone here. You can be anyone.
擔保人究竟係做咩嘅呢？
Why, I put you through your paces. After all, I've deemed you worthy to perform for the Grand Maestro himself. Whether he offers you membership is beyond my ken, but I've never made the mistake of leaving him bored. See that you don't embarrass me.
如果藝術大師覺得我有呢個資格嘅話，會點呢？
You may join us, if you wish. Cast aside your old life, become who you truly wish to be. Live for your art, for the stage, for the sound of applause. But you must never reveal your old identity. It is our only absolute.
呢個就係點解你會戴住面具嘅。
Have you happened to meet an artist in Somerset? Had that distinct pleasure? All they care about is fame. But within our troupe, we live only for our passion. To prove that devotion, we rid ourselves of the past and live only for the present.
Live only at the present 啊，活在當下。所以你戴面具係為咗證明你對藝術嘅熱愛。
We always
哇，
wear
冇
a
中文嘅
mask.
呢段又。
To your mother, you are an innocent child. To your lover, a sinful treat. A friend to your companions, a terror to your enemies. But many here find their true selves within their craft, within their passion. I know I have.
你有為過一個叫做拉萊德爾嘅高精靈做過擔保嘛？
Did I? Well, let's see. Have you taken a lover recently? What was their name? Oh, are you in a committed relationship? Or was it a one-night tryst? Did you lift them to the heights of ecstasy or leave them unfulfilled and disappointed?
同呢個有咩關係呢？
It's a question, isn't it? A personal question like yours, a question one stranger should never ask another in polite company. I have sponsored many in my time with the House of Reveries, just as one once sponsored me. Those names are theirs alone.
好，再見。要係喎 Griffin 嘅羽毛啊 ！Griffin 羽毛唔知去邊度揾翻嚟俾佢，黐線嘅。啊！呢度去，原來去嗰邊又有 Griffin 打，唔知夠唔夠佢打啲 Griffin 宙斯。係咪呢度咁樣過？點樣過去啊？睇先，一條河啊！定呢條路可以過到去呢？應該唔得嘅，但係就喺山上面啊，應該由呢邊過去。呢邊碎米齊，哇！有個主動攻擊，死啦！揀一個施法者，冇位添，頂啊！好煩啊！佢位置嗰啲嘢真係，唔知邊啲可以抌，邊啲唔可以抌啊！跟住我又冇屋企可以放低啲嘢先咁樣。施咒狐妖，咁啊可以帶先。施法者裝備係加生命。加法嚟咯，繼續。睇下乜嘢裝備先。啊，呢個使用。我超吸晶石同埋黃馬煲，都係要自己整嘅啫。 佢咁多嘢嘅呢嘢嘢，盾牌。咁鬼多嘢精靈可以，發現點值，高精靈，多種多樣嘅信仰。哇，超長 ，too long didn't read。盜賊嘅寶藏，執咗就係偷，成日偷先。又唔得，骨灰攞去賣可以，魚鱗執，我要盜賊公會嘅先係超。冇睇到左上角，係死屍喺度，哇！恐龍，開採石礦。採礦都有啊！哦，屍酒，睇嚟夠打嘅。哇！有幾多血啊？冇乜血嘞喎！哇！好啊！喂，去邊啊？唉，好彩。又唔夠位。靈魂石，山肉山姜，呢個。喂，又嚟多隻嘅，唔要啊，唔好理佢，都玩家嚟。天空碎片非常好，兩個，仲爭一個可以升技能。
音魔王的 said PS4 有中文嗎？
音魔王
就得
乜的，你好，初見。我冇㗎 ，PS4 冇中文嘅，係，但係聽講係就嚟會出一個中文版咯。聽講就係會出一個中文版，即係呢個 game 會出中文版嘅簡體中文版咁樣咯。但係本身係依家係未有中文嘅，就你要裝 PC 版又可以裝 mod 咁樣，就即係裝一個插件啦。嗱，呢度插件咁又可以裝個中文咁樣，就比較方便啲。
多謝。
邊啊條友？係啊， 翻去入面，佢翻咗去入面。喺呢度係嘛？呢個煉金。
You've returned intact. How wonderful. I was worried the griffin might have been a bit too much, but I see you're not one to be easily deterred. Good. Tell me, how did you acquire your most lovely feather?
我寫呢個先。我對獅就發出一個猜謎嘅挑戰啊，然後攞佢嘅羽毛作為我嘅獎品啊！
How exciting! That's a story worth repeating, I'd say. Dress it up a bit, add a talking frog or two, and you've got yourself a classic tale of subterfuge and adventure. And with this lovely feather, your mask is complete.
咁所以我依家要做咩呢？
Now's the time to don your mask and play the game of boasts. Talk with the other three hopefuls, perform together, and then ask each other one question. Your answers must be tales that can wow the crowd, a chance to bond and perfect your
應該
act.
去邊度揾佢哋啊？
You'll find the other potentials inside our quarters, the Manor of Masks. We have a talented crop this week, but I'm certain you'll fit right in. Don't forget to wear your mask. We can't force you, of course, but why not get used to it?
再見。面具佢俾咗我㗎啦。睇下先。任務？哦係喎，俾咗啦喎。 要落去啊？誒，有本書，無啦，中間有個中文，係咪喺下面啊？應該係呢度入去啦。 入去，咁樣就算入咗嚟啦。又有本書，首飾箱，哦，咪可以煮嘢喎？有咩可以煮？黑墨最大，製作。 製作揾下邊度有啲食譜咁樣，我可以整嘢食，跟住又慳翻少少位啦。啊，原來要揾佢拎呢本嘢。
I heard your audition was a success. Of course, I knew my daggers would impress. Now, you need to mingle with the other potentials and figure out which one is Laradel. No easy task, given this troupe's traditions.
我要點先認得到你嘅兄弟呢？
As twins, we share a striking resemblance, but all hopefuls wear a mask. Still, I have a suggestion. We were attacked by a griffin when we were little. Laradel pushed me aside to save me and took a wound to his chest. He still has the
有
scar.
冇其他辦法可以認到佢啊？
None come to mind. Say, why don't you take my journal? I've kept numerous notes on my interactions with Laradel, leading up to when he decided to leave for Relanthiel. Perhaps something in there will offer the clues you seek.
I will keep your journal a look and see if I can identify Lavender。我會睇下你本日記啦，同埋睇下點樣可以認得到啊 Lavender 啦，係咪即係呢本啊？journal 點睇啊？全部英文，仲要咁細嘅字。靠咩啦？唔係呢度嘅，同火鳥交談。火鳥係咩嚟嘅？火鳥。火鳥喺邊啊？乜嘢叫火鳥啊？佢本嘢又真係俾我哋攞咗喎。
I do hope my journal is helpful. I'd never write down anything improper, so don't worry about my privacy. All that's important now is learning as much as you can about Laredale.
火鳥，完全唔知喺邊。我睇下個任務寫乜先。Cause himself fiber I should play the game of and try to learn if he learn this 即係嗰啲戴面具嘅人啊，要揾。我要點樣戴面具啊？原來真係呢度。 要揾個叫火鳥嘅人。原來就喺呢度啦。火鳥。
No mask? Really? Or is that just amazingly lifelike? No matter. To each his own. You're here to play the game of boast, aren't you? First, we must
我哋要點
perform
樣玩大
together.
話遊戲？
Alchemy didn't explain it. Well, I'm happy to share. First, we must perform as a team so we can learn each other's strengths and weaknesses. Should we both be lucky enough to join the troop, we'll already know how to put on a performance.
咩型別嘅表現？係咩類型嘅表現啊？
Well, let's start simple, shall we? I'll do what I do, and you'll do what you do. Join me and we'll see what we can do together. After that comes the fun part, the boasts. Well, that's the part I consider most
我
fun.
跟你做啊，同火鳥一齊表演，睇下書櫃有咩事。哇！佢燒我啊！點啊？
That was impressive. You've got quite the talent for juggling. Never could I do that myself. Tried it once and nearly sliced off a finger. Now to the questions. I'll start. Tell me, my deft-fingered friend, where did you grow up?
我實際上係維威克失散多年嘅孩子嘅細路，我喺一塊漂浮緊天空中嘅岩石上面長大嘅。
I've heard tell of this rock. Does it truly float above Vivec City, as the travelers from Morrowind tell it? I'm glad I don't live there, I'll tell you that. Big floating rock above my head? That's nerve-wracking. All right,
你有冇
ask your
咩？有冇任
question.
何兄弟姊妹嘅？
Oh, yes, all 6 of them. I grew up with a pack of wolves, you see. Lost my parents to a griffin attack when I was 2, but Mama took me in and taught me to hunt and fetch sticks. We still get together and hunt deer every other week. Hold on, that's 2 questions, isn't it? You only get 1. But here's a truth to match my boast. The House of Reveries is amazing. performing every day, learning new tricks. Why, I used to have to sneak away every time I wanted
點
to
解你要偷偷
practice.
地進行訓練呢？
Oh, you know how family is. If your ancestors weren't fire breathers, why would you want to be? Well, I wish you the best in your audition for the Grand Maestro. Here's hoping we both get in. Honestly, nothing would please me more.
Talk to Clever， 條友叫聰明啊。Quill 仲有其他冷索啊，唔識到方。呢個咩 ？Candle light clever。
Well, hello there. Good to see another hopeful join us.
醉咗。
Would you like to help me with my performance? I always get a bit drunk before a performance. Helps loosen up the muscles. You know, swallowing a sword isn't as easy as it looks. There's always the danger it might cut you. A good brew helps my performance and helps me
我吞你
relax.
劍，你想我喺你吞劍嘅時候表演其他雜技啊？
I don't need a juggler. I need an announcer. Someone to sell my act. One thing about swallowing a sword, you can't talk when you do it, which means no one knows how amazing I am. So how about it? Build me up during my act.
好啊，我要做啲咩呢？咁
Just stand at that podium like we're up on stage. Then use your best announcer voice and talk me up to the crowd. Tell them there's no one half so clever as clever, and that they've never seen
好
anyone
啊，
like
我會做你嘅表
me.
演解說嘅。好，演講專用平台，你事先閂門，跟住落嚟你哋表演嘅係機靈鬼，機靈鬼 ，Clever 叫龜形鬼。你絕對冇見過咁樣身手敏捷，今日你會見到前無古人後無來者表演啊！呢把鋒利嘅匕首攬唔到佢會點做呢？呢個簡直身體奇蹟，你絕對冇見過咁嘅驚世黑族嘅演出啊 ！What a spectacular! Let's hear it from Clever, the Bay Team 啊！就係咁嘅啫。
You've got a great voice. I almost worry you might have oversold me. Now to the game. Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but you're a fine-looking one, aren't you? Got someone special waiting at home? Tell me, I'm curious.
冇喎，使唔使一齊去行下？
Talk to me again after I'm another hour into my cups. I have a feeling you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, I asked my question. What's yours? What are you dying to know about your
你有
new
冇姊妹嘅
paramour?
呢？
Do I? What? Well, that's just rude, isn't it? What, I'm not enough of a mer for you? I'll have you know I'm more than enough for anyone. I'm teasing, silly. I know what you meant, but no, I have no siblings. The troop
你
shall
有
be
冇熟
my
悉嘅其他成
family.
員呢？
Very much so. Why, the first day I was here, Loxon gave me one of her very own dresses. Said it was a shame I didn't have anything decent to wear. Pioneer cried, who was so beautiful. Everyone here is just so kind.
祝你演出成功啊 ，Griffin。
Same to you, gorgeous. Oh, I just can't wait until we're all accepted. I heard the ceremony afterward is spectacular. Lots of food, lots of drink. You get to try on all sorts of perfumes and fine clothes. Oh, what an amazing night it shall be.
Griffin。Dance room, dance studio。呢封信唔睇得，跳舞如何？
Where is your mask, hopeful? If you wish to join the House of Reveries, you must first respect it. You have come to play the game of boasts, no doubt. Very well, we will
咁
perform
一齊
together.
嚟啦！你有咩想法呢？
Even the most captivating of dances cannot entice an audience without the rhythm of a drum. The soothing sound of drum beats is primal, a reminder of our deepest selves. Yet I cannot drum and dance at the same time, so
好
why
啦，
not
咁我要
collaborate?
做啲咩呢？
Take this drum. 3 rhythm sections lie before you, fast, medium, and slow. I will move through the dances, I know, and you will match my speed on the drum. Match my speed, and we shall impress. Drum too fast or
好
too
啦，我哋
slow,
做
and
你
we
嘅
start
鼓手
over.
啦。Let's begin。
Let's begin! And we transition. No, no, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition.
Slow。
And
比較快
again. Keep time. Our performance aligns. Impressive. Come, speak. Your rhythm could use refinement, but I salute your determination. May the best performer join the House of Reveries and become a great name. And now to my question. Who trained you?
4屆之後龍就應該學翻嚟。冇人教我㗎，我至少娘胎又已經出嚟，又已經識得玩刀㗎啦。呢定呢個好似呢個好啲。
Dragon priests! I will admit that's a good story. You've a honeyed tongue and a claim to training that will impress the average rube. All right, fair's fair. You may ask me one question in
有冇姊
return.
妹嘅？
What do you wish to know? Aye, 2 siblings, though only one is a sister. Joan and Jode are my twins, and on the nights when the shadow covers the moon, we dance together in the sky above. The thunder you hear on a stormy night,
呢個大
that's
話
us,
講得真係好誇
dancing
張。
across the clouds. You think so? I've been practicing my acting skills as well, you know. One never knows what performance he'll have to do next. These days are a far cry from what I was doing. I still have burns from
你曾
failed
經係個
fire
法師？
spells, you know. I'd rather not speak of it. The stage is where I belong, and where I finally am. My past is in the past, and there it shall remain. Thank you for performing with me. Should we both be accepted, I'm
做一
glad to
帆
know
風
I'll be
順
in
啦，個
fine
鼓俾
company.
翻你啦。上到去，不過要跳先得。好，出翻去。跟住要揾咩？要揾萊尼德。萊尼德，即係頭先嗰個啦，係嘛？哇，頂啦，做得窒嘅。萊尼德。係咪同佢報告係邊個先係嗰個乜鬼嘢？哦， 我唔知點認得，我認到喎。
I know who you seek, hopeful, but you will not find fair Renide here. She has departed for the moment, which means we can speak freely of your quest to find her brother Laredel. You wish to stop him from joining the House of Reveries.
萊利德話智瑞學院需要拉德爾呢個天賦啊。
I'm well aware of what she believes. I wonder, though, if either of you have ever considered what Laredel wants. Do you truly wish to force Laredel onto a path he does not wish to walk? Do you believe that best serves the Sapiarchs?
每人都有選擇自己人生嘅道路嘅權利啊。
Well, then I'm confused. If you believe this, why help her track down her brother? Laredel has made his wishes clear, why not respect them? I know Renide loves her brother and believes she knows what is best, but his course is not hers to
萊
guide.
利德同佢嘅兄弟傾下。
Only if he wishes to speak to her. Right now he does not. Yet I'll admit to a moment of professional curiosity. You have played the game of boasts with the other hopefuls. Which of them do you
我
believe
記得
is
佢話心口度有
Laredel? Is
笪
he
啦㗎，但我唔
Firebird
係
in
太認得添，
disguise?
唔係太記得係火鳥定唔係火鳥好似冇須嘅身，咁應該係跳舞嗰個啦係嘛？因為跳舞唔係佢唔係應該唔係。
I see. Is it clever, then? Do not be too quick to answer. When you join the House of Reveries, you leave behind all your former identity. For some, this includes the gender they were once known as. So tell me, is Laredel clever? Feathermoth, then? Think carefully of all you know about Laredel. All Renide has told you and all you have
但係佢會
read
知道
in her
本日記
journal.
嘅。
Yes, I am aware of the journal as well.
冇
Is
錯，估
Feathermoth
佢
the
係
myrrh you both seek? Interesting. You know, of course, I cannot divulge the name of any member of the House of Reveries, hopeful or no. To reveal their identity is grounds for expulsion. Laredel chose his own path. You must ask Renide to
萊
abandon
利
her
德係幾
search.
穿唔動啊。
Then tell her this truth, as it was told to me. Laredel has always envied her talent with magic. That envy is why he left, and why he wishes never to see her again. The truth is harsh, but it is my hope it will free Renai to follow her dreams. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Grand Maestro is gathering our hopefuls in the amphitheater for their final audition. I would prefer you not attend. We have played our game, but there is no place here for a juggler using magic daggers.
俾你睇穿晒添，請食飯點都要。咩啊？萊利德。
Oh, hello. Sorry for wandering away. I've been so worried about finding my brother, I thought I'd take a moment to just breathe. I always find the sea so calming. How goes your search? Were you able to discover which of the hopefuls is Laredel?
現金俾你嘅信息啊！
Oh, drat. I was hoping she wouldn't discover you. She's a mage, you know. We recognize our own, and magic comes off her in waves powerful enough that even a blind novice would notice.
佢話拉萊德爾係因為
What did she
妒
say?
忌你先離開嘅，佢唔想同你講嘢。
But that's ridiculous! Laredel and I, we've always been together. The only time we were apart were the 3 minutes between when I was born and he was. No, that's ludicrous. Laredel never envied me. He was better than me.
佢話
Alchemy is
拉
lying
萊
to you.
德爾應該選擇自己嘅路啊！佢話係我哋令到佢咁做。佢話我哋令到佢咁做，唔明佢呢個最尾有乜？
Absolutely not. Can you imagine one of the top mages of our generation doing parlor tricks for wine-gobbling nobles? It would be a crime against Somerset. No, We must bring him to his senses.
我相信
Tell
係
me,
與我啊。
what name has he taken here? Thank you, I suppose. It's now clear Laredale has lost his way. He has truly lost himself in this fantasy of becoming a thespian. No matter. We shall solve this at the final audition. Once I reveal Laredale with
你真係
magic,
想強
he'll
迫
have
你
to
嘅
live with
兄
me.
弟違背自己意願加入治髓啊！
This is bigger than desires, and joining the Sapiarchs isn't just my dream. It was once Laredale's too. We both long to study magic with the best in Somerset, and he's just forgotten. As his sister, as one who loves him, I must remind him.
你打算先發術喺拉萊德爾嘅表演嘅時候揭露佢嘅偽裝？
Yes. Once his identity is revealed to all, the House of Reveries cannot allow him to join. That is their requirement, is it not? To keep their identity secret? Once the spell they've cast on him is broken, I'm certain Laredale will leave with me.
我係咪真係用到嘅？又唔得喎，定係要咁樣？ 重甲 Lavendale 佢發俾佢睇下係咪真係嗰個咧？雖然應該都睇唔出㗎啦，係咪呢度啊？ 睇佢仲喺咪度先？啊，已經走晒啦！跳舞都係走咗。大鑊啦！大鑊啦！ 佢哋走晒啦！你呢度睇到嘅可以，係咯，有笪拉喺度噶嘛？呢、個魚鰭 Craver， 佢係火鳥，我一直記得佢話咩？
I seem to recall asking you not to come. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to take the stage. I'll publicly withdraw my sponsorship if I have to. However, is everything with Renaid all right? Did you come here to tell me something?
打算揭開佢嘅偽裝啊！
She what? Why, that stubborn, unrelenting... Oh, no. We can't cancel, and I can't allow my hopefuls to be unmasked. It would ruin them. Please, take the stage. I know some magic. I can use it to redirect Renaid's spell to unmask you and
保
only
護你
you.
嘅種子選手啊！點樣啊？去邊度啊？
May the audition begin.
哦，咁樣。Go to your mark， 歡呼。Cheer，Go to your mark。邊度係我嘅 mark 啊？呢度啊？
Mage! You dare unmask our hopefuls?
Simply unforgivable. You are henceforth banished from Relenthil. Return and your freedom shall be forfeit.
You! How could you? You betrayed me.
Leave our sacred stage at once, before I have you wrapped in chains.
哦，咁佢究竟係咪？
I don't really understand, but did you just save us from being
係啊，你
unmasked?
睇，有
I
有
can't
把
believe you
冷
would sacrifice yourself like that. My friend, thank you.
嘢，
Lorcan's bits. Did that drab-looking mage really just try to unmask me? Oh, the nerve.
Did that mage really plan to unmask us? Why in Mara's name would she do such a thing? We've all
三
worked
個
so
都冇
hard
喎，
for
冇
this
hints
day.
喎。Liar. Betray him, betray her. 我救咗你啲學員啦，咁點啊？誒，上面啊，救咗佢啦。咦？做乜喺度喊？
Has she left?
唔確認佢就
Has
冇
Renai
離
departed
開
for
瑞
Lilandra?
蘭失意啊！
Did I do the right thing? Was it right to lie to her about who I was?
哦
What
原來佢係啊
what
！What
if
the
she never
fuck？
forgives me? I suppose there's no denying that now. Though I'd ask you, please, don't share it with the others. When I joined the House of Reveries over a year ago, I gave up being Laredell. I am alchemy, but my
性都
sister...
變埋喎，真
Well,
係
she had other
點解對
plans for me.
佢講大話呢？
We're twins. We've always been together. But while she loves studying and solitude, I hate it. I love crowds and people and noise. To join the stuffy sapiarchs, there's no greater punishment. Yet Renai craves
又
it.
點會影響
How
到
can
佢
I
嘅
take
夢
her
想？
dream away? She needs us together. If I refuse to join the sapiarchs and tell her I want to stay here, she'll give up her dream. She'll sacrifice her happiness for mine and be miserable. I can't do that to her. I'm lost.
咁
What should I
呢個
do?
又話
Should I
唔
tell
好離
her?
開佢會理解。如果你擔心佢唔會離開，就令到佢先加入之後再話俾佢知，話有兩個選擇喎。我唔知邊個可以寫第一個啦。
Will she? I'm terrified she won't, but you're right. Allowing her to think I envy her magic, that I don't want to be with her, that's far worse. Please keep her from leaving. I'll join you after I collect
佢
myself.
要揾翻佢家姐啦。原來係佢。但係佢去邊？哦，又係嗰個海嗰度，海邊。去翻個海邊。唔到你啦！
Come to gloat over my misfortune? Or does alchemy simply want to make sure I leave town? No matter. Neither of you need worry about me any longer. My brother wants nothing to do with me, and I'll respect that.
唔好走住啊！佢想同你講下拉來得意嘅事啊！
Why now, after everything? Fine. I'll listen, if only to give her a piece of my mind for keeping my brother from me. If Laredell is truly set upon joining the House of Reveries, he should have told me instead of running away. I deserve a goodbye. I don't understand any of this, but I do know you involved yourself in a matter that you had no need to. And I suppose you were trying to help. That deserves some recompense. Take this for your efforts. I won't trouble you again.
歡之舞。哦。
Renide, wait. We must speak.
If you wish to speak on Laradel's behalf, speak. I have no time for games.
I must apologize, Renide. I wasn't honest with you. Laradel never envied your ability with magic. He feared you wouldn't join the Sapiarchs if he insisted on remaining here.
How can I believe a word you say? If Laradel truly believed that, he would speak to me himself.
I am speaking with you, Rinny.
Laradel? But how?
I've been a member for over a year now, and I should never have lied to you. I feared... Well, what I feared doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to tell you the truth, all of it.
You had best do so at once, little brother. Little sister? If this is truly what you wanted, why not just tell me? All I want is for you to be happy.
Then perhaps we can both be happy now, even if we must be apart.
But first, let us sit by the sea. I feel like there's much for us to talk about.
I must talk with my sister, but feel free to visit me in the Manor of Masks. I'd love to have a chat any time.
又係無啦一堆英文，中間冇有啲中文字。佢係坐喺嗰度嘅，一段時間先會翻去咁樣。輕裝可以研究。裝呢個好啲啊！好。生命增強。好。你話可以去嗰度揾佢，去一去睇下佢會唔會瞬間翻咗去先。可能睇下嗰個空餘嘅房間先會好啲。又去到呢個謎團占卜師，咩鬼嘢？去咗揾屋先可能好啲。喺咪度啊？唔喺度。誒喺度喎，原來。
Well, if it isn't my little sneak, here to bother your old mentor?
How's
Not
your
that I mind
sister?
your company, of course. We had a long talk, her and I, sister to sister. I don't think she ever truly knew how unhappy I was with my past life. Once she realized what being alchemy means to me, that's when she started to understand my perspective.
You are now part of the House of Vtuber.
Well, I don't think she's particularly pleased about the whole affair. She's always had a dream of us becoming great mages together. She's promised to let me sort things out, though. To figure out my own path. That's all I can ask for. Oh, no. I doubt I'll ever be anything but a performer. I love it too much. But I may one day leave the House of Reveries. Most do. I'll have to think of a new name then, won't I? Perhaps Lillandway.
Tell me
Yes,
about
I rather
joining
like
the
the
House
sound
of
of that.
Reveries.
I've always been performing. I used to sing to my parents after dinner and put on little shows with Renide. I loved the sound of applause, the smiles of the audience. I always knew deep down that I was born
Was it
to be an actress.
difficult to start a new life?
In a way, cutting off ties to my sister was troubling, but so was hiding who I truly was. I've always felt like I was meant to be someone else. Becoming alchemy wasn't without its difficulties, of course.
Why do you think
But
that
I'm
is?
happier now than I've ever been. I didn't feel comfortable with my past identity. Being a mage, being a man, it all felt wrong. But everyone in the troupe understood that. They encouraged me to become who I truly wish to be.
原來係咁。
I'm not even the first member to change my gender.
Many in the House of Referees changed their gender.
Oh, yes. And we've all transitioned in different ways. Some, such as myself, change through magical means. Others use mundane methods, such as wrapping their chests or changing their
It
voice.
seems
It's all a matter
you've
of
met
preference.
many who share your experience.
Not just here, but across all of Somerset. It's a personal matter to some, and not everyone is comfortable talking about it or educating others. But I've met many wonderful souls who've transitioned,
再見。
within and without the House of Reveries.
《迷團占卜師》揾佢講嘢就可以有屋，我估。空餘房間。咁玩多一兩個任務就收㗎，今日係。帶過到去先啦。眼係咩意思啊？眼喺嗰度係咩建築嚟㗎？哦，明星。好，過去睇睇先。呢度有個任務，碼頭。活人畫。
No, no! These models just won't. I finally decide to pursue true art, to move beyond painting backdrops for someone else's stage. And what models do I find? Polished, unblemished, all round boringly beautiful. I need someone who will give my work meaning, a depth of morality. As a matter of fact, I do. I've heard rumors of a Hulkind in the forest outside Relenthiel, a perfect subject for my work. I'd like you to serve as my proxy and arrange a meeting between us. The sinkhole nearby should serve my purpose. High elves who were cast out from their families as children. A horrible fate in our society. Somerset may appear as perfect as a pastoral painting, but darkness lies backstage. I want to face our
揾
taboos
到
without
佢喺佢同
blinking.
嗰度
Will you
同你
help
安排
me?
見面㗎啦。
Thank you for accepting my offer. I travel to the Hulkind myself, but the wilderness is no place for an artist. Besides, they may be more willing to talk to a newcomer such as yourself.
話
The
俾我知更
Hulkind
多
are well
關於
known for
胡
being
爾肯德
distrustful.
嘅資訊啦。
High elves strive for perfection in all things, and their bloodline most of all. Hulkins are children abandoned by their families for some perceived imperfection, generally a physical deformity. They're more than just orphans. They're outcasts. In Somerset, family stands above all. They guide your life, almost immeasurably. To be without family is to be unseen, unrecognized as a member of our society. There's not much of a life a Hulkin can make
點
for
解你想同
themselves
一個
because
咁
of
嘅人
that.
見面呢？
I will admit it's an odd desire. Most don't even wish to speak of them. But as an artist, I find myself fascinated with the subject. I want to capture that taboo. To paint the morally grey, where so many only wish for black and white. 都有個屋仔玩嘅標誌，但係船嚟嘅喎，點解會有屋嘅標誌嘅咧？定係可以將船當係屋啊？哦，係喎，可以喎。哦，唔係，係去嗰個洞度係可以當哦 ，OK。哇，咁耐嘅。早知唔去住啦，離開房。哇！但係咁大啊！有咩㗎？有冇人㗎呢度？使唔使買定點啊？呢度要？哦，購買上要撳 F5。哦，目前不出售喎，超！所以係可以買嘅，翻返入口先，走翻去。即係有示範單位咁樣啫，而家咁樣我係可以過去係預覽對馬。迷團占卜師。迷團占卜師呢個下面見到佢啦，失落山谷。 Ahoy, traveller! Spare a moment for a question. Thank you for heeding my call, newcomer. I don't suppose your passage to Somerset brought you past Waston Coraldale? My father, Kurteros, runs a boat in an angler fleet. They're long overdue, and while his stride tends to be a leisurely one, I've never seen the whole fleet gone for so long. I'm probably over-concerned. The weather's been fair and the wind's mild. Perhaps their fishing has been so fruitful they dare not waste their good fortune. But I'd feel better if I knew what to make of their delay. The fleet set off west. Waston Coraldale is an island engulfed by coral reefs, but you can reach it safely in that sailboat. I'd go with you, but I'm afraid I don't share my father's comfort with open water. Not especially. I've never been myself, but father's only remarked about the occasional ornery coral crab or hungry salamander. The reefs are the only real hazard, but only to a ship of considerable size and flimsy make. Oh, there's not much to tell. He's plied the sea for its bounty for as long as I can recall, and that's some time, mind you. We eat well, and he makes a fair bit of coin with his best catches.
唔知佢
But
航海
sometimes I wish he'd keep a bit more lively. Not since I was very young. My father took me fishing once, showed me how to bait a hook, coax a bite, and work the line until the catch tires out.
發生咗
It
咩
wasn't
事？
meant to be an eventful trip, but it turned out that way. Father dozed off, so I continued to apply what I'd learnt without him. Soon enough, I'd hooked my first catch. Or rather, it hooked me. Yanked me clear off the boat and into the deep. I was too shocked to let go of the rod, nearly drowned. Yes, fished me out of the drink, quite literally. He still calls me his prized catch.
好，再見。
It's funnier when you're not coughing up
即係過去
seawater.
睇下啦。佢話唔算好危險嘅，應該唔太大啫。呢度我諗有啲呢個玩家嚟嘅，係咯，都唔太大啫，係嘛？有冇其實好大喎都。沙啦問啊，俾人打死咗。哇！咁搞錯啊！係喎，條靚唔見咗，唔怪一路硬係爭咁啲嘢。呢有冇嘢嘅？但係乜都冇嘅，算啦，直接走啦，直接去呢度。玩家嚟嘅。喂，但係要走出個洞穴先。呢度出唔出到咧？啊，出到啦，出到啦！啲 NPC 嚟嘅，因為敵人嚟嘅。啲人呢啲係冇理佢住，竟然有敵人，呢啲都係。我哋呢邊呢個嘢。天空碎片非常好啊！跟住呢個咪佢老豆啊？應該係嘅。
Well, who's there?
搞
Quiet
錯
down,
啊！
you'll spook the fish. Never seen you before? Guess no one told you that this is my spot. Been my spot nearly a century. And it'll be my spot a century more, God's willing. So don't go getting any ideas. Plenty of
你
space
個
down
女
the
叫我哋
coast.
揾你嘅，呢個島上面周圍都
Off
係
with you now.
鬧幕同我走啦！
Huh. Fancy that. I told Hiranessa for years those sea elves would mount an invasion from Waston Coraldale. Figures they'd launch it while I was having a nap. Well, come along then. Let's send them off before they hook all the best catches. Of course. Any Royal Marine of the Queen's Navy worth their salt would. Might have traded my saber for a fishing rod, but I've still got my sea legs, and I'm still as sharp as the day I
你認為
mustered.
佢係喺危險之
The
中？
others I sail with are civilians, though. Aye. Even if they caught a glimpse of a sea elf cutter before it reached Waston Coraldale, there's no chance a fishing boat would have outrun it. If anyone from the fleet's still alive out there, it's our
咁啊，又
duty
嚟
to help them.
揾其他嘅幸存者啦。
Lest we split up. Unless my creaking knees give me away, I ought to be able to handle some scouting while you're searching for survivors. We'll rendezvous at the old lover's tree
Are
near the
you going
reef on
to
the
be
eastern shore.
alright on your
My
own？
friends
自己
will
一個
know the
搞唔
one.
一掂㗎。
Unless I'm caught. Won't be much use to the sea elves as a
如果
prisoner,
你
but
殺
I'll
被
black an
殺
eye
嘅話，
or
咁
two
我點樣
before
同
I
你個
greet
女
my
交代
maker.
啊？
Tell her my children are grown and my wants are few. But I cannot say the same for my friends. I've had a good life.
你船
I
隊裏
don't
面有幾
mind
多人
trading
啊？
what's left of it, so others might have the same. 3 aside from myself: Imdolina, Aldotarel, and Carterel. Not much of a fleet when you compare it to the Royal Armada, but we're the
肯定
scourge
佢
of
係
anything with
會唔
guilds.
能夠逃
Hope
脫。
you find them safe and sound. Too quiet. If one of them had reached the mainland, the Royal Navy would have sent ships to intercept these sea elves by now. No one knows they're here except us. Enemy movement. Numbers, positions, assess our situation. I hope to have a plan by the time you've finished your search.
睇下有冇嘢煮先可以。冇，走。哇！麻鬼法，喺度喺度。海精靈
Sacred ascendants, take me home. I thought you were a sea elf. For a
Carbon
moment I
black.
was just dipping my toes in the shallows, having a pleasant day.
HKGC.
咩見唔
Next
到
there's a
盡頭？
murderous corsair or hungry reef viper around every corner. We're trapped.
庫爾塔羅斯要我嚟揾你啊！佢話喺老情人樹度會合啊！
He's alive. At his age, I'd have thought he'd be the first to fall prey to those sea elves. Should have given the stubborn old salt more credit.
補助
I'll make my way to him. Better than waiting to
咩
die
海
out
岸
here.
線啊？
Thank
乜
you.
嘢啊？佢後面走緊過去。死啦！死啦！死啦！小肉塊，所以乜嘢見唔到盡頭啊？啊呢度瞓低咗條友，死咗。親愛地，呢次我可能我要翻屋企啦。即管大咩啊？呢個大海啊，大海一如既往嘅平靜啊。但你都知我，我都知道，每一次嘅出海都可能係我最後一次嘅出海。最後終結我嘅唔係變化無常嘅浪濤，而係流動喺我體內嘅毒液。我愛你，但係對唔住。海精靈已經入侵咗失落珊瑚石，依家仲只係一小撮嘅隊伍啊！但我敢肯定佢係喺度謀劃住啲咩大陰謀啊！ 好快呢個小島就將會爆發一場大戰嘅，我或者都再唔會見到大陸啦。但係如果朝夕向我微笑，咁呢封信好快會送到你手中。無論係邊個揾到呢封信都請轉告皇家海軍海精靈喺呢度，喺我哋損失更多生命之前阻止佢哋啊！如果你係一個善良嘅人請順便將呢封信帶俾艾林洛城嘅温德林，帶住愛與希望卡爾托瑞爾卡爾托爾。好，第二個係死咗嘅，仲爭一個。我呢個 player 嚟嘅，超！我以為咩添？我以為嗰啲敵人嚟嘅添。Salamander Man.
Stranger, don't anger the salamanders. They're the only thing keeping those sea elves from wandering too close.
庫爾塔羅斯派我嚟揾你嘅，佢話佢喺老人樹嗰邊見佢啊。
You're sure we're talking about the same Kurtaros? The one I know is more likely to be mistaken for dead and sleep right through this whole mess.
老戀人樹。就係呢個啊！揾齊晒啦！
All this crouching is damnation on my back. But I've seen everything I need to know what the enemy's up to. How fares the search? Any sign of Carterel? Never do when it comes to these sea elves. They'll rob us of more than a few good souls before all is said and done here.
你點解咁講？
They're digging in, placing ballistae along the shore. When the Royal Navy finally does mount an attack, they'll be taking fire from Maormer on both land and sea. It'll be a bloodbath, unless some misfortune befalls their plans. Catch my drift? I'm not suggesting we repel the whole invasion, but I do know my way around a ballista. If we turn one toward their own ships and cause enough of a stir, we can draw on a friendly patrol and catch the sea elves out of their element. I'll get into position and await your attack. Then we'll give those sea snakes a good spearing while these two make for your vessel. You do have a vessel, don't you?
嘅洞以外嘅海灘上面有一艘小帆船啊。
All right, you two go prepare the boat our friend brought. We'll provide a distraction. Trinamac's wrath be with us.
Oh, 升喺度。防禦弩炮。 係條專卜師，睇下先。法杖，呢度法杖，果然法杖。領取，領取唔到，又係太多嘢喺個身度。呢度先，領取一個屬性，加一個屬性。好， 咁樣先啦。火焰法杖。技能點數。裝甲。世界靈魂法術。公會。高精靈。製造。3個技能點。呢個先。3重焦點。非終極點，生物解從嚟恢復法力值，唔係好明噏乜，咁所以非核心戰鬥嘅技能先。風裝、詛咒，用下呢個咯。得5招可以裝，咁正。呢招先，好。之後揾嗰啲嘢先。哇！呢個都係玩家嚟。
Seals, fond of winged snakes and soggy chests. Noted.
啊頂，撳咗添。Josiah.
Wait, you're talking about that jittering mage I tricked into freeing me, right? Oh, she's a delight. I had hoped for a longer holiday. Can only manage a leap like this once a century after all. Ah well. I'm actually quite comfortable here, mate. Cozy accommodations, the transliminal tones of the ocean waves, gangly meat brains to mock. But I guess I should be going. These ills plan to sell me. Can you imagine? I'll help you. On one condition. When we're done sewing up these chronosymphonic when we're done sewing up these time breaches, you'll let me wander the Mundus in peace. No more dim-witted Sijics peppering me with questions. No more dusty shills.
商量下，唔撚同你打包單啊！問幾個問題先啦。
Of course you do. Everyone asks questions, and I have all the answers. Fair warning, be specific. You have to tell the truth, but the truth can be a little slippery. You know what I mean? I'm a traveler like you, except, well, nothing like you, to be honest. No offense. I'm what you might call an aspect, eh? Like an idea's shadow. Don't make a face, I'm telling you the truth. I won't hold your language is so crude. I'm not in the skull. I am the skull. At least here on Nern. Over in the adjacent place, I'm shaped like a throat pillow. Imagine that. You look confused. It's just a trick of the light, mate. The skull's what you might call a manifestation. Of me? This is just sad. Try this. Imagine a soul gem. Got it? Now imagine that the soul in the gem is also the gem itself. Weird, right? Ha! Mime and a head explosion. You can't see it because
你話你受約束
arms, but it's happening.
束縛啊，只能講實話。
I am one of the unfortunate quirks of the Sijic binding ritual that brought me here. I'm free to lie as much as I like, unless you or anyone else for that matter ask me a direct question. Cheap trick if you ask me. They did, a bit. I'm certain I could break out if I really put my mind to it. I don't blame them, honestly. If I was in their position, bobbing along like a little lost acorn in an ocean of knowledge, I'd want to trap me too. I guess, but instantaneous translocation's not like a Sundas scroll. The veil here in Mundus is all thick and sticky, you know? Like I said before, I think I'm grounded for the foreseeable future. Ah, well.
你咁聰明。笑夠未啊？
I am. I had no idea you were so funny. We're gonna have a really good time, you and I. Yes, in answer to your direct question, I do know a lot, and by a lot, I mean basically everything. Well, an augur of the obvious wouldn't be very useful, would it? For what it's worth, I lobbied for something way more impressive. The resplendent skull of hexagonal wonders. It was forced to me. No canning for taste, I guess. Of course I do.
好多廢話呢條友。
Names give a thing its shape. Birds, snowflakes, tea kettles. You get the idea. I tell you mine, but you'd need about 6 more tongues and a pair of symbols to pronounce it correctly, so let's not bother. Fair enough.
檢閲嗰個
Where to? I assume you've got a map or something? So, you know where we're going now, right? Good. You take me to a time breach, and I'll help you spot it. Huh. This bag's a bit snug, eh?
我呢係雀嚟嘅。防禦弩炮。去邊啊？哇！哇！搞錯啊！
Hold them off while I spear that cutter. They're scattering like minnows. Keep on the offensive. They didn't call me the scourge of the sea drakes for nothing.
早早 said
竟然係咁，但嗰啲唔係我嘅嘢嚟嘅。
That'll do. Fall back and get to the boat.
去邊啊？啊，搞掂㗎啦！ 啲狼係唔知邊個嚟嘅，玩家嚟嘅，仲搞掂，可以走啦。無啦，有啲玩家喺度幫拖。 之前睇到個咩地圖，去睇一睇添。我唔知佢講咩嗰個地圖話要，是但啦，走啦。 走啊！走啊！我話要走啊！哇哇哇！走啊！呢邊先啊！早晨啊，鬼帝小丑。
Said， 晚安
Captain coming
得
aboard.
啦係嘛？
Boats prepped and ready.
成班夜鬼都未瞓。咁跟住點啊？花啦！
Father, you have me so worried. What happened? Where's your boat?
None of that now, my Nevis Cup. I'll tell you all about it. But first, there's one more thing we need to see to. Come, friends. It's time we commit our memories to the drink.
搞掂啦！
He washes up here after being gone for weeks. His boat nowhere in sight, and he acts like it's just another day on the sea. Was everything all right? Did he cause you any trouble?
咁要唔返6點起身又仲唔可以瞓？事實上，流牧人襲擊咗失落珊瑚谷庫爾塔羅斯同我整沉咗佢哋嘅船啊！
Oh, he put you up to that, didn't he? Papa always loves to embellish his journeys. Whatever the truth is, I'm just glad you brought him home safe. If all newcomers are so kind, Somerset will be fortunate to have you. He's not fooling me. I can tell something happened. Father's putting on a brave face, like he used to whenever I'd ask him about his younger days. He'd smile and deflect the question, but I could see a sadness in his eyes he couldn't hide. His secret.
你從未話俾你聽佢嘅過去咩？
The fanciful story of meeting my mother, a myth about how the moon and stars winked on the day of my birth, and tall tales about his fishing voyages. Before that, not a word. Not once. I don't think I'll ever get the truth out of him. "70 years isn't enough? I love my father, but all I want is to love him for who he is, not who he shows me. When he was missing, I wasn't just worried I'd lose him. I was worried I'd never get the chance to know him. You didn't come here to listen to a grown woman bawling about her father to a stranger. Forgive me. You did enough bringing him home safe. What comes after is up to me." He's not fooling me. I can tell something happened. The fanciful story of meeting my mother, a myth about how the moon and stars winked on... You're serious? So what you said about the sea elves attacking, it was all true? What's he hiding? Was he a pirate? I always wondered if he didn't talk about it because he was ashamed. Why would he hide that? I'm sorry, I have so many questions and it's not you who has the answers. I'll leave my father to the company of his friends for now. But when he's ready to come home, he can't leave his other life behind this time. He and his mates have a tradition of celebrating their safe return. They're partial to a small batch brewer on
呢
the
度有
south side of Alanor, by the
有
craft
叫任
masons.
何
They'll probably be there all
温
night.
德林嘅人嗎？
Oh, yes. She and Carterell have been together for years.
你知我可以
She
喺
used
邊
to
度
look
揾到
after
佢
me
嗎？
when I was younger, while Father and the others were off at sea. She's a good friend. I imagine she'll be with
即係揾
Father
佢
and the
老豆就
others,
得啦。
waiting to see Carterell when she arrives.
但我已經唔記得佢老豆，佢話佢老豆會喺邊啊？係咪都係呢一帶咩個酒吧度？嗰、個係 NPC 定玩家嚟嘅 ？Night One 啊，Wider，哦，敵人嚟嘅，頂啊！走，唔理佢。喂，識得定身咁黐線。阻住先，加自然水，冇位啦又。烏沙吉係咪個礦喺呢度啊？採埋佢先，算唔知有咩用。石粉。咩嚟？間結存。有天空石喎呢度。我去攞天空石先。艾林樂已發現天空碎片。係咪呢個呢？法外之地，角鬥市場。酒吧，酒吧喺邊啊？應該係呢個黃金絲酒喎。洋酒師賣咁啲嘢先啊，換錢嘅。Why？ Why？ 啊？對，係咪對接全部物品嘅？呢個要賣。呢個唔理佢住啦。武器呢個賣得，呢個唔理佢住。呢個賣咗佢啦，呢個賣咗佢，呢個唔賣住。啤酒1蚊1個，石粉、靈魂石、維修，入去先啦。 旅館老闆有啲咩？都係冇乜特
Welcome.
別。上面唔係呢啲啊。
I have never understood.
民謠。呢個酒店嗰啲係屋嚟嘅。嗯？買屋呢個就係。是但啦，唔理嗰個住。
Small clothes on the.
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out. Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants.
Karan-CH, HK-Vtuber, said, 檸檬早晨
Exclamation mark.
雨鳥風
係啊，上次佢嗰隻嚟㗎。
Karan-CH, HK-Vtuber, said, 上次免費嗰隻
Question mark.
I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles too, but hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy. 酒館嘅一間房可以用嚟住啦，可以放嘢啦。
哦，永久住，哇！真係細到咁樣。F5 可以整導覽，我係乜家私都冇嘅，但可以買。有幾多咩啊？皇冠500，我先得500。哦，可以。
早 said 用香港作參考。
用香港做生，好慘喎！呢個零嘅咁啊，買咗佢先。好，陣間先，就冇其他可以。喺遊戲世界都係買啲咁細間嘅屋啊！真係慘。有冇櫃嗰啲啊？地下室、拷問用具都有。盤、遺骸、命運石香爐、壁爐、雜項。餐廳都有，即係可以後期可以開餐廳嘅，因為可以俾玩家入㗎。傳統家具，可唔可以唔揀 style？ 畫廊、照明溫室、書房、書，呢全部係裝飾家具。實際上冇乜作用。書房、貨架、帳篷、工作台。唔知有乜用？材料係咪真係要攞嚟用嗰啲工具？就可以係唔使錢嘅，純粹裝飾嚟咋。客廳。儲物箱，是但啦，放喺儲物箱先試下啦。70、85、25，收人息。但最平呢個係25、45、30。有精靈，高精靈色80。高精靈色，高精靈色最平都係80。但係靚嘅，勁靚喎，其 其實啲高精靈啲就全部都勁靚。買一個先 ，paste， 咁擺喺度先啦。就頭先我仲有一個收回放置，整備站。呢度啦，哦，整備站有咩搞咧？快速切換，原來係咁。嚇！喂，冇用㗎，唔俾我放嘢㗎。可以俾我放嘢添。屌！即係完全係冇 function 嘅，玩夠咪。玩夠咪。有冇真係有得用㗎？儲物箱都已經唔可以用。蠟燭、診室、服務，係咪服務嗰啲先有？服務喺邊啊？首先我係點樣揾到嘅咧？啊呢度儲存，唔通呢啲先可以？哇！成千最平咯，黐線！竟然係咁，有乜用咧？竟然唔可以，算啦，走啦咁。我差唔多啦咁樣，但係想揾下嗰個，佢去咗慶祝嗰個去邊咧？慶祝嗰個呢個鍍金餐叉。
Hear ye, card sharps and
佢
collectors,
名咁嘅，
test your wits and courage
佢
in a
任務
brand
喺度，
new
但我唔
card
可以
game.
接喎。
Tales of Tribute.
係啊。 廚師。
Fine。
唔係啊，喺邊啊？
This mortal sky. One hell of a mess, but I digress. My story is about the swine.
綠色係咩意思啊？
Root in this land, where seeds called man that sprung up like fungus.
Don't merely be a visitor to Somerset. Help uphold its justice.
Griffin feathers of all things.
即係佢係有任務。
Ah, another newcomer.
唔理佢住啊！
Would you possibly be interested in helping the divine prosecution? We need a...
祖祖 said 令令歌手
This one, thanks, Joan and Joan.
玩吞劍喎。我再睇下有冇寫話可以喺邊度揾到嘅先。定係真係呢啲咧？任務唔係成就。就應該唔係啊。揾唔返喺邊？睇返自己之前嗰度艾林落城南邊一個充滿工人嘅小啤酒館。南邊嘅小啤酒館，即係呢邊，再落去啦咁樣，再落去睇下先。南邊嘅小啤酒館，手工廣場。呢度做咩？必須嚟，呢度可以買。但係咪真係呢個手工廣場先係？有冇酒館喎？地圖上面。唔通係呢個？唔係喎，呢個似在理佢。
I see something within you, a glistening jewel, ready to...
哦，好多人啊呢度。啲任務會唔通係呢度？小酒館就係。祭醫師。哦，咁多人呢度。原料商。What？應該唔係喎。 酒館我就係揾到呢個，但係揾唔到呢個木工嚟。呢個人竟然係木工嚟，藍圖。
No matter how hard I...
家具啱買藍圖要，買藍圖先整。但呢個點睇好似係小酒館嚟㗎，但係又唔係喎。煉金師。總之唔係呢度南邊嘅小酒館。都有，所以呢個先係成隻 game 嘅主城，至少係呢個地圖夏姆島嘅主城。乞衣都有。南邊小酒館，家具，世界成就家具商，哇！
Yes.
超貴。
Would you like
用
to
呢啲錢都可以買嘢，用啲 game 錢。唔係呢個。
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
This one fails to understand. One must pay a fee for unloading boxes?
東方
A
嘅
levy is
裝備
imposed on
咁
any shipments that are due for commercial resale. Yes.
This
As
one.
designated by the proclamation of the Proxy Queen.
And yet this one does not see high elf merchants paying such tithes.
真係揾唔到喎，究竟喺邊度？ 邊啊嘛，咁笨啊，南就係呢度啦。
You would challenge me to a duel? How droll. You would challenge me to a duel? How droll.
Dueling.
But then how can we have a proper contest? You don't even know the ultimate code of dueling, do you? Learn the rules and challenge me properly. Then I'll teach you some manners.
係咯，呢度嚟啫嘛。真係揾唔到喎，點解咁嘅？誒，咁啱又喺呢度揾到，揾到米田專僕師嗰個。
Reach nearby. I don't know why you're so intent on sealing them. Linear time is so overrated. Just imagine, you could die before you were even born. Wait, that's horrifying, isn't it? I'm sorry. Never mind.
呢度應該唔係啦 ，Gladiator 啲角鬥場嚟噶嘛。但係冇喎，南邊嘅小酒館啊嘛，喺呢個嘅咩艾林 啲擠滿工人嘅小酒館，除非未嚟到嘅啫，冇理由唔係㗎。唉，臨來喺呢度啊，揾唔到嘅。南邊小酒館。有啲人瞓街，再上去嘅就係別墅嗰度啫。南邊。多人表演，呢已經係嗰啲別墅屋企嗰啲嘢嚟。呢全部都係別墅屋企嗰啲嘢，俾有錢人住，唔係我哋啲咩無產階級嗰啲人住。
As I have said, the proxy queen is unable to hold an audience with petitioners at this time.
How can the Rigger negotiate peace if stupid high elves won't talk to him?
皇宮又唔入住啦！啊！哇，爭啲死！銀河 Temple 啊！啲玩家嚟，咁呢度附近呢係小酒館，都係冇，唔係，定係呢個係？咪呢個施工。
Did you come here for crafting certification?
哇！你要做咩？做乜鬼嘢？神廟、銀行。酒館就只得嗰間。19呢有馬喎佢，馬嗰啲係要捉定點啊？定係任務啊？但係酒館應該得呢間啫。我係買嘅。
I sold Queen Irene.
Hear ye, card sharps and collectors, test your wits and courage in a brand new card game, Tales of Tribute.
Hello. Well met, friend.
Pardon, Shisori, but have we met before?
Well, no, but I was hoping to conduct some business of a personal nature with you.
冇理由㗎，最多逐個問嘅啫，唔係。哇！要正經，
Ever been to Waston?
啲全部唔關事㗎。
Please excuse me, but I'm busy at the moment. The tap hand called it a... This is beer?
完全唔見頭先嗰班友喎。冇啊冇啊冇啊！
Do not let her.
Do you see the filth?
Hope the room is to your liking.
個南邊但係都唔見有，南邊都唔見有酒吧。冇同我講呢個劇都係啊，呢個咩嚟嘅？艾林樂係得呢個啫嘛。時尚酒吧得呢個。算啦，遲啲先啦。唉。
As if the Queen's decree.
有本書。笑。
早。
我似睇下攻略，睇下點樣。
笑到流
你揾到嗰條友。唔知係中咩筆定點樣啊？由佢先啊。
The divine prosecution.
最奇怪嘅呢個，佢明有個任務 icon 喺度，但係都唔俾我接。
Test your wits and courage in a brand new card game. Tales of Tribute.
Now a story unfolds on a pitiful mold was
Greetings.
to thrive on rock.
Anganil's been.
Greetings.
Long
其實
after
呢個似
his
酒吧，
battle
但係
was
係冇。
fought. The sundering, if you were wondering, when the heaven dropped out of the sky, they hit with a nut and gave birth to the mud, making up this mortal sky. Hell of a mess, but I digress.
This one. Fail to understand.
This one fails to understand. One must pay a fee for unloading boxes?
My woes seem infinite.
Oh much more.
I'll match my way.
奶木工好，今日係咁多。
Before you can use
實在唔知點樣借嗰邊。冇啲咩動作可以做下㗎，其實。調查工具。咦？你馬10呢係馬喎，原來。OK。唔係。
Greetings, my good friend. Farewell, my good friend.
皇冠要真錢買。好啦，今日係咁多啦。咁樣啦，下次唔知幾時先開呢個 game 啦。咁今日係咁多啦，下次見啦。記得 like、subscribe 同埋 follow Twitter 啦。好，拜拜。
早，said 辛苦晒。
睇你個 icon 唔同咗嘅，睇你個 icon 唔同。